For those of you who are unaware out there, Reddit is just basically the cesspool of the internet. It's just horrible. I hate every minute of it. But today I figured, you know what, let's look at the amateur Archimedes and Plato's and Aristotle's of shower thoughts, the people ready to be the next big thing in philosophy. Alright, first one here. Probably the biggest benefit of being a goth is only having to do one type of laundry. Now, that's not true. There are a lot of goths that have different types of laundry. For instance, if you're like a pastel goth, you have to separate your darks from your lights so they don't mix. I'm just going to play mom real quick. If a person falls from a high place, dies, and goes to heaven, the ground essentially acts as a trampoline. When no one says they rise to heaven, they could go sideways. Gibberish backwards is still gibberish. Yeah. Anxiety keeps us alive but prevents us from living. Now here's a great one. Anxiety keeps us alive but prevents us from living. It's not anxiety, it's worry, which ties loosely into anxiety, you little man. It's when supply is limited that you truly see how generous or thoughtful someone is, not when there's a surplus supply. Well, it depends what you mean supply of, because in many astronaut movies, if there's like a low supply of food or oxygen, someone's going to hoard that. But yeah, that kind of ties in loosely. A bartender's job is to poison people. No, that's just the people's own fault. If they want to pay for extra drinks and hurt themselves, then feel free. Your job's to make money and get stacks. Wearing shoes while naked feels more naked than being naked while barefoot. Not really, it just makes you feel more self-conscious because that's not something you'd normally do, because normally the first thing you take off is your shoes or socks. Spitballs are way more dangerous than they used to be. Now, I don't know if this refers to COVID or that kids are just little disease machines out there, but I guess that spitballs are way more dangerous, but today's kids are so chunky that they'd probably lose their breath before even inhaling to get a puff at that spitball. The person in the house opposite knows the front of your house better than you do. Well, that might be true, that might not be. Depends how long they live there. Like, I can't imagine a person just, like, sitting on their porch staring at your house. I'd imagine they'd be, like, on their phone or going for a walk or something. Telling Simba Hakuna Matata was like telling a depressed person to stop being sad. Well, it worked, didn't it? This is just what we gotta start doing now. Sorry, boys. We use robots to determine whether or not someone is a robot. Well, that's true, and it's also not true on the internet, kind of. But we're not really... We're more using a robot than using a robot, if you know what I mean. Like, we're using a computer or whatever. Elephants must look at naked men and wonder how they use that tiny thing to eat with. Elephants are pretty smart, I mean, I don't know. They could probably tell the difference between an apple and an orange, if you get what I'm saying. Trying to rage quit a CAPTCHA proves your humanity more than doing it. Just depends on how stupid it is, because you could get that, like, one little millimeter sliver of a traffic light or whatever. The celebrity selfie is a 21st century, more self-absorbed version of the autograph. I mean, it could be, but autographs are usually worth something, and celebrity selfies are just garbage. I'm just going to play lifeguard in the gene pool here and just say, hey, get out. Laughing at a situation in your dream is your brain laughing at its own joke. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm pretty funny. Laughing at a situation in your dream. Oh, wait. You never really shut your eyes. You just cover them with your eyelids. Well, that's true. I mean, Your favorite song always seems worse when you share it with someone else. I don't know if it seems worse, but you're just waiting for their opinion, so that's the explanation for that. We are all just a bunch of depressed people telling other depressed people that there is so much to live for. Okay, I'm not like the other girls. Billie Eilish, little punk. Yeah, that's so true, because everyone's depressed and having a horrible time on the ride of life. Yeah, so true. Any amount of water is enough to last you your entire lifetime. We see that could be true, but it's not, because the lifetime supplies typically relate to 80 plus years of a substance, not like a little tablespoon of water and then getting clapped immediately. Like Costco, if remember that big bucket of mac and cheese? Yeah, that's what was said the last 26 years, not that's just a general standard. I bet you I could polish that thing off for like one. Alright, so I had so much fun bullying this little community here. It really warms my heart to know that there's people out here that I can make fun of. So anyway, see you.